Okay, that did not work great like I planned, but okay. I'm gonna go with it. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm so sorry that I missed the Cancer reading and your children's feelings in this situation. Big, huge 6-hour reading. It was awesome. Take it in strides. That was a very, very big one. I would definitely search the timestamps on that one. Okay. But people noticed. People were like, Steph, where's Cancer? You missed the Cancer babies. And I'm so sorry. So I'm on now to do the Cancer babies. And these children, by the way, could be your inner child. It could be your children that are underage. These are your children, your toddlers, your teenagers, your whatever, okay? This could also be your person's inner child or your person's children, because keep in mind, your lovers have children as well. Now, I follow Vedic astrology, so a true Cancerian is going to be July 16th to about August 16th or 15th, okay? That is the true Cancerian Vedic sidereal astrology birthday for the sign of Cancer. But people follow it, in tropical as well, and that's fine. So I don't care how you follow it. It could be your child's sun, moon, or rising ascendant sign, or it could be your person's kids, could be your inner child if it's yourself. So just take it how it resonates. Hi, everybody. Markers, you're here. Yay. I didn't forget, right? I did forget, but I didn't forget today that I had to finish Cancer. So I'm here. I'm a Cancer myself in tropical. So hello. So sorry I missed my own sign. I have such guilt. One card came out in the pre-shuffle. I don't know what it is. We'll see it in a minute. Just getting these cards shuffled. Okay. And let's do this. What's going on, Spirit, with a Cancerian child? There's something going on with the brain. I just want to tell you that. The brain is growing, changing. I don't know, neurons are connecting, but there is some brain information coming to me about Cancerians. Maybe some kind of a mental download. Maybe they're learning a lot. Maybe they're just growing. Maybe they're studying really, really hard right now. But there's some brain changes that are happening. And I think their brain is just firing up. I think they're like learning so much, and there's going to be so much growth with these Cancerian babies very soon, even if they're teenagers like mine or adult children, because, some people have adult Cancerian children. So there's just a lot of growth for these Cancerian children. Spirit, please guide and direct me for the Cancerian children. I want to know their current feelings. And I want to know what's going on in their situation, okay? All right. Let me know what's going on in their situation. Okay, Cancerians. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant in reverse, okay? We got Page of Wands up here, Knight of Wands. Woo! Two of Swords in reverse. Four of Cups, Cancerian energy in reverse, and Queen of Swords. Wow. Look at this, swords right down the middle. Cancerian children are, of course, learning and growing, but there's somebody around them being very strict. I don't know who the strict energy is, but there's a Queen of Swords, and she is no bullshit. Okay? This is Gemini right here. So it could be a Cancer, Gemini cusper, like myself. Or it could just be there's a no-nonsense air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, telling this Cancerian what to do, making decisions for this child, okay? But I would say for the Cancerian here, they had a strict mom, okay? There was a strict Queen of Swords, a strict mother or teacher, okay, that was just really cracking the whip here on this Cancerian. The Cancerian's kind of a social butterfly here. Page of Wands, they want to travel, they want to do things, they want to explore. They have a lot of strong-willed child energy, strong-willed child. So this person is just strong-willed and wants their way, and they know very certainly what it is they want. They don't, want advice, but they can't really make decisions on their own right now. They kind of feel like somebody's doing it for them. We have a Sagittarius rushing in. So there's a Sagittarius trying to rush in and change something very, very quickly. But they feel like a lot's happening too fast. So there's some Cancerian kiddos out there that feel like too much too fast. And they haven't even had time to get comfortable in a situation. They haven't even had time to, like, you know, digest what's going on in their environment. They've had no time to relax and rest in this energy. It's just been go, 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 go. And so this is just kind of, I don't want to commit to this. I want this to change. So this Cancerian kiddo's like, I really want this to change stuff. Yeah, I want this to die. I want somebody to come back. There's a past energy here. Judgment. 3 swords. For the Cancerian babies or children, adult children, young children, toddlers, whoever this is. Remember, like I said, July 16th to August 16th is true Cancerian. There's a situation from the past that still hurts them. They wish they could change it. They don't like what's happening right now. Okay, these Cancerians are like, I don't like this change. Maybe they don't like growing up. Maybe it's too much. I see some growing pains. If there's some Cancerian kiddos, you know, sun, moon, rising or whatever here, and they're going from, you know, teen to adult or, you know, preteen to teen, it's like they may be going through some major growing stages. And they may just not like that. They may not want to grow up so fast. You know, this is not good. And there's also an energy here where, well, Sagittarius represents a grandparents, grandfather, also father, that maybe recently died or they're missing in their life. Okay, they really want that. They need that. They're yearning for that. Or maybe they're just wanting a father figure. You know, or maybe their father figure is just working too much for the Queen of Swords. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. But there is somebody here kind of just dictating the way things are having to go. And they really miss the way things were. They have not had time to heal and recover. There might have been some kind of a death recently that maybe these kiddos or even adult kids went through for someone. And they just haven't had time to process the healing that happened. And they're just not, they're not great with it right now. They're just not okay with it right now. And again, too much too soon, you know, too much too soon, too fast. Something was too much for them. And they just, gosh, they don't know what to do. They're trying to grieve, but they have no direction. And there's a lack of faith. There's a Cancerian kid here that doesn't go to any church, doesn't have any spiritual teaching. All they do is get bits and pieces here and there from their mom or dad or movies, but they really don't have a huge sense of spiritual guidance in their life as far as teaching. I feel like wherever they're being taught or whatever's going on, spirituality is just not being taught. You know, how do you process grief? What happens when someone dies? What happens when there's an ending? Where do they go? Where are they at? So there might even be a lot of questions right now in their head about what happens when someone passes. You know, there's curiosity. Where do we go when we die? How old are people when they die? Do people, you know, there's questions here. Maybe these grandparents died years and years ago. Maybe they never met their grandparents, you know, and they're wondering, where are they? Or maybe they remember them. I mean, I don't know, take what resonates, but they're hurting a little bit, and their heart is, you know, they're sensitive. You know, Cancerians are sweet and they're sensitive. They notice what's going on around them. They're very observant, even as young children. So they can see if mom or dad is suffering or hurting. They can see if mom or dad are having a hard time. And in a sense, they're going to empathically feel that as well. So we have a Cancerian that may be picking up on the pain and grief and sadness of a parent. A parent may be feeling this much more than the child, but the child is feeling it because the judgment card here, the family, and the family is hurting and grieving because of the past. So they're feeling it. So there could be a Cancerian that's either grieving a death or seeing their mom or dad grieving the death of something. Let's see what else is going on. Can you tell me a little bit more, Spirit, about this energy? Whoops, it fell. He's like, yeah, I'll tell you more about it. The heck? Okay. We have actually this horses. There's definitely a connection also for horses, obviously. For these Cancerians, there's a big connection with horses. Maybe they want to ride horses. Maybe they have a love of horses. The horse also, to me, represents family, because herds are very important to wild horses. And it's a matriarchy. It's not a patriarchy. So the horse that rules the herd is the females. The females rule the herd. And so this is like a feminine Cancerian energy. And whoever would run this little family unit would be a matriarchy. So this could be a grandmother or a mother that's suffering, or someone they're suffering about. Could be. But that, you know, the herd is ruled here by mom for sure, and grandma, and that's an important person in this Cancerian's life. The mother is very important to the Cancerian. Again, there's a lot of quick, fast action for these Cancerians. Too much, too fast is constantly the message I'm getting. They need to go back and redo something. There might be a Cancer in school that needs to go redo a year of school or a grade or a summer school. A child may feel like you pushed me to the next level and I wasn't ready. So if your kid's in school and they're a Cancerian, they were much more of a social butterfly in school, and they kind of were shoved along before they were ready. And so they're not feeling prepared for the next year. They're just not prepared. And I think they're extremely overwhelmed with what's going on, and too much learning, because this Cancerian by nature wants to connect with Mother Earth. The Four of Cups, this Cancerian child by nature wants to connect with water and trees and the animals, and wants to be a part of this earth. They want to be outdoors. They want to connect. And they maybe even want to, just be around family, and they feel pulled away. Okay, they feel very pulled away from their family and pulled away from what's important. With the Page of Wands, this Cancerian child might even feel like they're pulled away from their little brother or their little sister much too soon. They just kind of rushed off. This is someone that maybe rushed off to start a new family and separated the children. This could be rushed off to college, rushed off to high school, rushed off to a new home, a new environment, rushed off into something new. But, the advice here is deep, deep restorative healing. And maybe, some, how do you say, there's horse therapy for people. And the veterans do it. There's like horse veterans, therapy. And what it is, it's you get to brush the horses, ride them, be with them, train them, walk them. Just being around horses is very healing. And it's ironic because I'm a Cancer sun, right? In tropical. And what video did I just post the other day? On my community channel, like literally days ago. I posted a documentary hit, by the way, a documentary hit called The Herd. Yeah, The Herd. If you want to see it, it is on my community post, listed right there. And it's ironic because you guys know I did that days and days ago. And here I am with freaking horses, and I'm the reader. It's crazy. Horse. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 horses here. So what is going on with this Cancerian, It's funny because my daughter's a Taurus. She doesn't have any Cancer, but she loves horses. I don't know. Maybe your Cancer does. Again, there's just this feeling of being rushed. There's also some, you know, if there's an adult child cancer out there, they feel like they grew up too fast. Maybe that's you. You know, I resonate with that, growing up too fast, you know. I moved out when I was 16. I went back home many times, but I moved out too early and got in a relationship, in my opinion, too early. And, you know, this might be the case for an adult Cancerian, and this is your inner child or your past or your childhood. You might have just felt pushed along in school. Even when you weren't prepared, there may have been some school struggles, especially if you have maybe Saggy in your chart. And you know, you rushed it into relationships and you've had broken hearts and you're working on it. You're working on healing. Everything was like a whirlwind for you, just a big hurricane of emotion. So there's some past that you have to look back on. Adult Cancerian children, look back on the past and heal and recover some of those emotions that you have about maybe losing your childhood too young, you know, maybe losing your innocence too young, or just, you know, rushing through school and not being prepared and you wish you could go back to school. There might be some of that here as well. But there's a Cancerian child that wants to go on a journey, wants to go travel, wants to go on a vacation. They're very much in their feelings right now and they want to be slow and flowy. The moon is in Scorpio right now. And they're not really sure about where they want to go. They're just dreaming, fantasizing, you know? Where would the next nice place be? Interesting. And they want to do it quickly, so they're thinking within the next month or two. They want to go on some kind of a trip with someone. Okay? Definitely by water would be great. They love water. They are water babies. They think that being out in nature would be good for themselves. And even if they don't know that, their mom or dad knows, Cancer baby, you know it's good for you, being outside and connecting with nature. This person's foundation is disrupted. Maybe it's because of a death in the family. Maybe it's because of rushing out of the home too early. Maybe it's because of not having a strong belief system at home. Whatever it is, they don't have a strong foundation. And they know they're in pain. I mean, these children or these adult kids, whoever this is, these people, these Cancerian babies, they know they're in pain. They're aware. I'm hurting. I'm intuitive. I'm empathic. I have a lot of psychic abilities. I can sense with my sixth sense that I'm not doing too well emotionally. I've got some tears behind these eyes. I've got some pain behind this heart. And I know that I need to deal with it and I want to end it and I want to close the chapter of this area of my life. Okay, these Cancers are ready to take action to just get the job done. And they're hoping that this can be quickly. This person wants to just heal and recover and move on. They don't want to sit in these emotions for too long. Like, yeah, I don't really want to deal with these emotions, not into it stuff. I really would much rather just get on with life. There's no use in dwelling on the past, you know, but being a Cancer, dwelling on the past is something we do. But this person's just like, I'd rather just move on. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, and it didn't happen. So time to move on. Now, if this is a little baby, this is a little child that doesn't have these kind of experiences. Let's see, if this is a baby Cancer. They wish they could get up and walk. If this is a baby Cancerian, oh, I wish I could walk. They're maybe learning to walk. I mean, maybe they're almost 1. You know, it's their birthday's coming up very soon. And they're just like, oh, I'm going to get ready to walk. I'm so excited. They don't know how to do it, but they're excited. And when they start walking, they're going to hit the ground running. You know, they're going to start walking so fast. I do also see, though, that if this is a baby Cancerian, their emotions are being withheld and they want more attention. So if this is a toddler or a baby infant Cancerian, they want way more affection than you're giving them. They think mom and dad is being a hard ass. Okay? Why are you such a hard ass? I just want to sleep with you. I just want to be with you. I just want to be in your boobs every minute. Like, why is that a problem? There is a Cancerian baby out there that's like, I don't know why I can't just be in your boobs all the time. Like, why? Why do you have to put me down? Why do you have to put me in a bouncer? Why do you have to leave me over here? You guys have to understand, Cancerian babies are cuddly babies. They want to be held and cuddled, and they want to sleep with mom and dad. They are affectionate little sweethearts. They don't want to be in a room alone. No. So we have a little infant here that's like, I really need more affection. Okay? And if this is an adult child, same thing. Why can't I be in your boobs all the day, honey? Why can't I just be with you? Why can't I be in your arms, sweetheart? I just want to cuddle. I want to be with you. They don't feel like they're getting enough affection from the Queen of Swords. Okay? Stop neglecting me. Stop. Get over here and just love me. What is the problem? And, you know, even if it's a teen or a teenager, you know, a Cancerian child, I think you're going to start seeing more affection from them. They want to come in more. They want to hang out with you more. They want to maybe lay their head on your shoulder. Maybe they want you to brush their hair. Maybe they want to, you know, lay in the blankets together and watch a movie with you. You know, your teenager wants love as well. And the body craves that connection, that skin to skin, that holding each other, that closeness. And Cancerians crave that. It doesn't matter if they're 6 months old. It doesn't matter if they're 60 years old. Cancerians will crave affection and cuddles. That's just what they do. They're nurturers, they're caregivers, and they're big cuddlers. So anyways, they're just, you know, overall kind of like needing affection. So if you have a Cancer in your life, give them some love, give them some extra affection. That's really what they need. And they also need some spiritual guidance and some healing. Didn't I tell you they needed more affection? And what the fuck is here? Clinging. By the fucking way, don't tell me I don't know how to read cards. 69. What is the Cancer symbol? 69. And there's clinging. Shake it off. Well, they feel like you're trying to shake them off, okay? Cancer's trying to cling a little bit. They need love and affection. You know, by gosh. This is crazy energy for them. They need it. Cuddle, cuddle, cuddle. Okay, and didn't we talk about faith with the Hierophant in reverse? Look what else came out. Faith. Okay? Stronger than your fear. So again, Cancerians are in this energy of testing their faith, asking questions about their faith. Okay, wondering what faith is, what should they believe in, okay? They're very curious about where faith is at right now for the Cancerians. So clinging and faith is here. The next one we have is independence, striking out on your own. Okay, so they're trying to be more independent, and that's just like I said with learning to walk. You know, this child may be an infant learning to walk, which is making that child more independent. They can get from this area to the next. But what about the older kids? Same thing. They're learning to be more independent. So there's a lot of Cancerian kids out there, whether tiny, you know, or young adults or grown. There's a lot of Cancerian babies out there that are learning to be more free and on their own. And because that's a scary feeling, that's why they need more affection. They feel themselves growing up and spreading their wings and being more independent. And when they're flying, they feel like, where's the comfort? Where's the comfort blanket? There's no comfort blanket when flying and soaring, okay? It's just not there. And so we definitely have Cancer babies here getting out of their comfort zone. Let's see what a comment is here. I almost died twice in life because my mom treated me like I was trash That's why I'm disabled, and that's why she always hurts me. And I had a bad childhood. Oh, I'm so sorry, Renee. I am so sorry about that. And that, you know, she's dealing with her. I don't know if you're a Cancer, but yeah, that Queen of Swords didn't give you enough affection. I'm not saying that's the story with everybody on here, but she certainly can relate to that. And, you know, there's other Cancers out there that feel like they're just not getting enough affection, whether by a Queen of Swords mom or by a partner, okay? There's a lot of Cancers out there that maybe you're an adult now, but, you know, your partner is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius female, and she's not being very loving or affectionate or kind to you. Marco, I don't know if you're watching, but I think I remember you saying you were a Cancer. And I remember you saying you were with a Libra, if I'm correct. She was not very kind or loving. So that really resonates for your inner child and your hurt situation. Because what is our inner child? It's a young piece of us that's innocent and hopeful and loving and forgiving and unconditional and just very innocent. So we all have this inner child, you know, and this is a Cancerian inner child, but even the realistic children of this era right now that are Cancers are resonating with, I need more affection. Okay, so that's, you know, kind of big. That's big news right now. I need more affection. And they're really seeking that. They really want to take action on getting love, okay? Bottom of the deck here is Mystic Power, a pull to the unknown. And this is that moon in Scorpio right now. It's pulling you to the unknown, to the secret, to the occult, to mysticism, okay? To spirituality and faith. And that's why, Cancer, you're asking 1,000 questions right now about your belief system. Because you want to strengthen your faith. Because that's important to you. You want to have a foundation. You want to believe in something more than what you see. And so you have a strange pull right now towards those kinds of things. So anyways, you're a little bit more clingy right now, but so be it. What's new, Cancer? Bottom of the deck over here is, well, broken heart. Look at that. So there's a lot of Cancerians right now just emotionally in their feelings. How many Cancers can resonate being in their feelings when there's a full moon? I'll raise my hand even though it's a tropical Cancer. All Cancers will resonate being in their feelings during a full moon. Why? Because the moon rules the sign of Cancer, period. So you're going to be pulled in like the tide, and your emotions are going to come to the surface. It's almost like the moon is sucking your emotions out of you, kind of against your will. So a lot of these Cancerian children, inner children, or just kids in general are feeling extremely emotional about things that hurt them, parents that hurt them, siblings that hurt them, lovers that hurt them, memories that just they don't want to deal with the Judgment card. They just need more love and tender care and affection and cuddles and kisses now more than ever, okay? So yeah, look at that. They're really going within. And look, there's the moon for the sign of Cancer. There's your card, Major Arcana. The moon card. Okay, all up in your feelings, going within. Yes, yes, yes. 100%. Let's read this. Where's my book? The heck? Okay. Okay. Plus, Cancers are night owls because you're ruled by the moon. So most Cancers love to be up when the moon is up. They don't like to sleep when the moon is up. So if you ever had a Cancer baby, they probably kept you up at night. So hence why is Steph doing a midnight reading, Markers? Well, I'm a Cancer and tropical. Can't fucking sleep when the moon's out, okay? That's why. So anyways, a lot of the Cancers, they can relate. They're freaking moon babies. So you want to be out naked in the stars, not in the stars, but that would be nice. Cancer babies want to be out frolicking in the forest in the moonlight. Okay, the true witch is the Cancer because they just want to be out naked in the forest frolicking in the moonlight. Okay, when it's like 80 degrees at night. Like, yes, this is perfect. Now I can be myself and do my rituals. You know, that's totally Cancer for sure. But all they're doing is making tea and oils and herbs. I just need to put my oils out tonight because it's a full moon. I need good oils for my candles, you know? Or I need to cleanse my crystals, okay? That's all. You know? So anyways, you guys are funny. But anyways, yeah, let's read this. Grief and loss is what's going on. I'm going to read this. It's ironic you guys have the Three of Swords and the broken heart. So I do know Cancer children are suffering, okay? They are. They're very empathic. This card shows a heart broken open, revealing the darkness, the emptiness, and a grief-filled tear. The hurt may be from long ago, or it may be the pain from a more recent event. Either way, Cancer babies everywhere need a deep healing. Vent your feelings and release the person or situation involved. Affirm that you are reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of divine love and healing, and have compassion for yourself and those involved in the situation. I know this is a difficult process, but make self-care a priority right now, Cancer. As you let go, old experiences will drift away, and you can open your heart to the new, true, and abiding love that you so rightly deserve. I love it. Ooh, Cancer, you have a hot tub? I mean, Marcus, you have a hot tub? Yes, floating around in a boat or by a campfire. Ooh. Well, I saw a hot tub somewhere. I don't know. Oh, my lake is a hot tub. That is awesome. I cannot believe you live by a lake. You're so lucky. Oh, Cancers need to be by water. You know, most Cancers, even if they live deep in the woods or even in Arizona or something, they need to have waterscapes. Cancers need to have a big water fountain or water features or aquariums, you know, or a swimming pool or a hot tub, you know. Cancers need to be by that water. It just gives them peace, instant serenity. And if they can get their feet in a lake or a pool or a freaking ocean, honey, they are happy. They're like, oh, the day is long. It is beautiful. I'm fine. They need to cool off in the water because the sun is too hot for them. The sun burns out the moon. So believe me, they need to be in that cool water. Otherwise, they feel burned by the energy of the day, you know? And Cancer people, not all of them, but most of them tend to be hot-natured. They don't like to be in hot, hot weather. They're not the kind of people that want to move somewhere where it's really, really hot. You know, they're not very good with that. They're more like, I'm okay being in warm weather, even hot weather, if there's somewhere I can cool off, but just breathing in hot humidity or being in the heat like that, they're not a fan. Not a fan. And that's why a lot of Cancers are more a fan of the night, because it's cooled off. It's cool, it's serene, it's not so bright, and they really come alive. So a lot of Cancers tend to be social butterflies because they come alive at the night and they really want to see friends and they want to go places, they want to go out to eat, they want to go to clubs or parties or people's houses, or they want to have a night birthday or a night barbecue or a night wedding or, you know, slumber parties as kids. They're more of a fan of that than anything hot and bothering in the day. Like, that's just not really what interests the true Cancers. They're not into that. Not really. And even if they like some of those things, they're not like totally involved in it like some people. Some people are totally involved. You know, a Cancer will dabble in a lot of, you know, hot day play. But, honey, that's not their number one. They're a fan of the evening. Trust me, they are a fan of the evening. Let's read here 17, the action card with the horses. So interesting with the herd, you know? They're, you know, and Cancer's what? They love family. Family is important. So we have a Cancer that feels like maybe their family's broken apart. And if you have a Cancer child and they're struggling and feeling like they're having a hard time during a family separation or a family divorce, that can really bring a Cancer down. All they want more than anything in this world is to have a family of their own. You know? And if they're little children, all they want more than anything is their family together. So if there's any kind of family brokenness or death in the family, that explains why Cancer children all over are really having a painful experience right now. Okay, so the action card upright is energizing effort and willingness to work. This card tells you now that it's time for a more aggressive forward movement. The galloping horses represent intentional and concentrated action directed to the Cancerian's goals. This card upright indicates that they are on the right track, but their determined efforts must increase. The white horse is inner action of spirit and thought, and the black horse is the outer work that still needs to be done. So continue taking action, Cancers, and trust your intuition. In time, you're going to break through and see the results that you've been working so hard to create. So yeah, and whether they're little children or adults, you guys are working really hard already to heal this, because Cancers know right away, I have hurt, I have pain, I have emotional wounding. And they know intuitively what to do about it. So Cancers know, I need to get out in nature, I need to get some sun, or I need to get some water, swim, you know, I need to be out there. 4 of Cups, my meditations have not been on track. I have not been being healthy about myself. I need to read, pray, meditate. I need to connect spiritually. So, you know, Queen of Swords, Cancers, even if they're tiny little babies, they know what they need to get back on track. They're like tiny little mothers. Whether they're 1 year old or 100, they're like little mothers, okay? So they know what their needs are, and they are trying to achieve it and get it done very quickly. I want to clarify the broken heart and the death for the Cancers, okay? Spirit, tell me about the broken heart and the death. Can I get some more information on that for the Cancerian children? Please, Spirit guides. Please, Spirit, use these cards to guide me in this reading. Okay. Bottom of the deck, ironically, is what? Healing. And yes, the Cancers are well aware what healing they need. Okay? That clarifies the broken hearts and the death. Then we have faith again. Have faith. And today's what? The 22nd. And you have 2 faith cards. 2-2. Cancers are definitely coming up with this. I need to work on my trust and my faith. And if somebody passed away, they have a lot of questions about where they're at and can they communicate with them. So they're trying to explore that, okay? And if you're a little baby, interesting, I just got a weird message. It could be for someone, but if you had a dad that was a Cancer, then your little baby is connecting to that person that may have passed or something. A passed away father that was a Cancer. Or maybe a father that died of cancer, I don't know. But that is a message. And this father may have been a pastor or a priest or a man of faith. It could also have been a Queen of Swords that had this energy that's around a Cancer baby. But I feel like there's a parent or a grandparent that had strong faith. And this person may have already passed away, but they are around these Cancer kids, okay? And they're trying to teach them more about faith spiritually, like in spirit form, than you even are aware of. So there may be someone helping and watching and trying to give messages to these little ones or even adult kids about their faith, because there's someone that definitely wants to communicate with the Queen of Swords, but they can't quite communicate from the other side, because Two of Swords blocking the heart in reverse means I can't reach you. If your heart is hurt and wounded and closed off, I can't connect with you. So there is someone from the other side that that is a man or a woman of faith that wants to connect with the Cancerian. But if this Cancerian's emotions are really struggling and hurt right now, they're not able to give these messages to them. So, you know, open up your little Cancerian kiddos or yourself up to more faith, because there is this beautiful warm spirit that wants to reach in and do some kind of healing with this person through spirituality. And, you know, crosses are extremely important in this person's faith. Okay, we have it there. So crosses are important. Faith has come up more than once. Plus you have the Hierophant, which is a faith and a church. Then you've got the faith card here, another cross. Okay, so crosses are going to be a sign here. And judgment, this person may have already passed. There's the grave and the coffins. All right, so this person may be trying to give a message with Archangel Gabriel, blowing that horn and saying, can you hear me? Can you see me? I'm here. I'm on the other side, but I love you and it's okay. And, you know, I think there is a Cancerian that's suffering of the loss of someone, and this person's like, I want to communicate with you, but I really need you to work on your heart. Because if you're not healed and your emotional state is staticky, it's like trying to tune in those antennas with the foil. You're trying to move the antennas. A lot of you guys are too young to remember antennas with foil, but I remember. And when you're trying to get a channel in, and it's like, you know, you're like moving it around so the picture can come in clear. So what I'm hearing here, this is static, okay? Static energy going on here. And we need to adjust these antennas. You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me, kid. You're not hearing me. So anyways, this person may have grown up in that time frame of antennas with foil. You know, that's already passed. This person may have grown up during that time or passed away during that time, which is very much what? 60s, 70s, and 80s, basically. Even early 90s still had that going on for a lot of people. So somewhere around there. Let's get another message. Let's go ahead and read that. Healing the faith. So it says here, Cancerian kiddos, faith requires you to believe in something that is not yet evident to the naked eye. To generate more faith, focus on the why. Cancers, your dreams, your feelings, your attitudes, and your thinking, not how, action plans, strategies, and skills. Your whole life, you've been taught to think about how and strategize, which leads to doubt and fear because you don't know if you have all those skills necessary according to that strategic plan. But the wisdom of this card is asking you to focus only on the why. The magic that will happen if you stop focusing on how and only focus on why is that after some time of practice, you will notice that the how will present itself to you at the right time. Right now, just dream it up. It is through your focus, and look at that, Ashley said it's 2:22 on the 22nd, 44 minutes on the clock, by the way, 44 minutes, and then we have the number 22. Talk about a bunch of 2s and 4s, everybody. Big signs from the universe, big signs from the spiritual person. Okay. The magic that, and yeah, it's 12:22 here. Okay, so positive thinking will help you create new circumstances and events that will take you to your dreams. What you have mostly done is to focus on the how, which has made it hard for you and it's made you doubt yourself. This means that you are vibrating negative thoughts into the universe, keeping your dreams at bay. And that could be the Queen of Swords. It could be a mom or a dad that wants to silence your dreams. Oh, you don't have the college education. You couldn't possibly make that much money. Oh, you never finished high school. You can't go for that kind of a job. Oh, you're dreaming to be a big scientist someday? Sorry, not possible. I don't think that you're going to be able to complete that many years of school. You hate school as it is. You hate school. You know, think about something more realistic. You know, what, you want to be a NASA, you know, astronaut? I don't know. That requires a lot. And your hearing or your ears, your eyes, they're not on point. There's a lot of doubts here for this Cancerian. Cancerian's just trying to dream a life. And every time Cancerian has a dream, this Queen of Swords is shooting it down. Not possible. And Cancerian is feeling full of pain and doubt and just hurt because all they have is dreams and they're trying to rise and go towards their dream, but someone's shooting them down. And they're saying you need to be more realistic. It could be, I want my family to be back together. And someone's saying, nope, it's never going to happen. You know, whatever this is, Cancer, you'll know. But someone's trying to give you a reality check. Or maybe you're trying to give yourself a reality check. But really this spirit is telling you to trust your heart. Trust your soul. That's the reality check. You know, me and my kids were just watching that movie, Luca, with the little fish boy and his friend. And in that movie, Luca, I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen it on Disney+. There was a part where the kids were saying, don't listen to that voice in your head that tells you to doubt everything. Don't listen to your parents' voice in your head. Don't listen to the negative thoughts in your head, the voices that tell you it's not possible, the voices that tell you it's not going to happen, the ones that tell you you're not good enough. Anytime you hear those voices, he told his friend, say, Silenzio Bruno, which is silence, Bruno. And he said, well, what's a Bruno? He said, a Bruno is a big bully in your head, trying to tell you what to do and when to do it and how to think and how to feel. Silence that Bruno. So Silenzio Bruno in the movie Luca, okay? And cancers, baby cancers, inner child cancers, however you're watching this. Silence Bruno. Silenzio Bruno. You need to have faith. And whoever this Queen of Swords is, could be your mom, could be you in your own head, could be your lover, could be whoever this is, don't listen to them. They're trying to silence your dreams and tell you that's not logical and that's not realistic. You know what you need to tell this Queen of Swords is silence. Silenzio Bruno to you. You're a Queen of Swords. You couldn't possibly, for 1 second, know what it feels like to be a Queen of Cups. You couldn't possibly, for 1 second, know what it feels like in your heart space to desire cuddling and affection and love and dreams and romance and fantasy and be submerged into your feelings. You wouldn't know what that feels like if it slapped you in the forehead and told you so. You wouldn't know, Queen of Swords. You wouldn't know what it is to manifest and fantasize based on your feelings, because all you ever do is look at logic and reality. You don't think about fantasy and how dreams can come true. Why not dream it? Why not shoot for the stars? What if it's possible, I'm gonna fucking dream. I don't need this Queen of Swords to tell me what's not possible. A lot of people told me it wasn't possible to do many things. And I've made all my dreams come true because why? Silenzio Bruno. Silence the Brunos, cancers. And that's what needs to go on. If you have kiddo cancers and you're trying to crush their dreams by showing them what's realistic and what's reality, don't do that. These cancer babies, they need to thrive in the water and swim and be free. They need to be free to have faith and belief as small as a mustard seed, that if they can fantasize and believe something in their heart and their feelings, that it can be real in this world. They need to have that. And they're tired of everyone trying to silence them. Don't be so emotional. Don't be so into fantasy. Don't be a social butterfly. Don't be into your feelings. Don't be so cuddly. Don't be so clingy. Okay? Cancers are all the most underdog of all the freaking zodiac signs besides Scorpio is a Cancer. They are the freaking underdogs. It's like they're always being thrown under the bus. So many readers just throw Page of Cups, Queen of Cups under the bus. Oh, emotional, emotional, emotional. You know, life would be dry as hell without Cancer. And it wouldn't be warm, comforting, or nurturing. We'd be lost. They are a cardinal. They are a cardinal direction. And I have to just say, I am fucking irritated. And I won't say a name today, but I'm fucking irritated at the tarot card readers that bash Cancer energy. I'm sick of it. Sick of it. Because I'm a Cancer in tropical and I'm fucking sick of it, man. Knock your shit off. Just knock your shit off. All right? We're sick of hearing it. All your bashing and bullying of the Cancer energy. We're fucking sick to death of it already. Silencio Bruno. We're tired of these fucking Queen of Swords. Done. That's death. We have a Cancer. It's like, I am tired of that shit. Ugh. I'm tired of nurturing and babying and coddling these reality fuckers. Like, God, fuck you for not being in my fantasy. Go play with the stick up your ass. You're going to have more fun. Trust me. So you guys are just tired. These little kiddos are tired of dealing with negative, toxic people that are just such a pain in the ass, all logic, no heart. And that's what this is. Silencio Bruno, all logic, no heart. So Cancers are like, enough. Tired of your shit. Go be no heart somewhere else. I'm all heart, baby. I'm all heart. You know? And that's what this is. You know what makes a perfect description here is, if you guys have ever seen Jerry Maguire, well, Tom Cruise, regardless of his personal life, okay, was a great actor in that movie. And he was like a Cancer. He believed in starting his own company when no one else fucking believed in him. He started his little company with one girl that, fell for him. And he was all in his feelings. And what did he do? He took the fish, the goldfish from the tank. He's like, I'm taking the fish. It's going to grow with me. And he took his little fish, fell in love with the girl. But what strikes me about that part of the movie that draws me to this reading is when he told Cuba Gooding Jr. the fucking truth, and the truth hurts. And he had one client. He was a manager of sports people, okay? So he lost all his clients. He had one. And his client was sucking so bad. He was failing. And he was not doing well in his career. And he wanted another contract, but it wasn't a good contract. So Tom Cruise, who'd been silent and quiet to his swords for a long time about this guy, and that wasn't his number one pick. He was like, what do you think my problem is, man? Why am I not getting the big contracts? Why am I not getting the big advertisement? Why am I not getting Nike, Reebok, big ads? I know that's the bread and butter. And I'm not getting any of them. Well, Tom Cruise was like, you want to know? You want to know why you're not getting the big bucks? You want to know why you're not getting paid and you're not getting your contracts that you want? Do you really want to know why? Because you have no heart. You're here for the money. Show me the money. You want the money? He's like, I'll show you the money when you show me the heart. Show me the heart into this game and I'll show you the money. But until then, if you're going to play football like a loser and go in there for the money and not have any heart, not have any passion or excitement into the game, you will struggle financially, and you're not going to get Reebok, and you're not going to get Nike, and you're not going to get the big contracts. So that's kind of what Cancer wants to tell bitchy ass Queen of Swords right now. You know? I tried to tell you that if you fantasize and you imagine and you believe, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can make your dreams come true. But all you want to do is say it's not logical. It doesn't make sense and it's not possible. Bullshit. It's always possible. You know, and Cancer's really in that energy, believing that their dreams are possible. If you have kids and they have really wild dreams and you just cannot logically see how it's possible for them, the best thing for you to do is to just silencio Bruno yourself, not say a word, and tell them, okay, go get it. I have faith in you. Because you'll be very surprised at the amazing things that a Cancer can do by faith and faith alone. So their faith is being tested. All these Cancer children, their faith is being tested, and they need someone to believe in them. Markers, they won't sell me rocket fuel, or I'd see the moon myself and start building. Oh, markers. So yeah, they need to have some faith, guys. It is through focused positive thinking that will create the circumstances to take place for Cancers. What they have mostly done so far is focus on how, which made them doubt themselves. And this means they were vibrating in negative thoughts, keeping their dreams away. Remember that they were created to be a co-creator on Earth. Remember that they are here for, they were designed for achievement. Faith is knowing that everything is going to work for the best possibilities, no matter how it happens. Because the real question here is, do I have enough faith? Not, do I have enough experience? Do I have enough know-how? Is it logically possible? Because if you can dream it, you can achieve it. And that's really what Cancer wants people to have faith in them for. Please believe in me. I have big dreams. I don't know if a lot of these Cancer kids are old enough to write, but maybe you can help them or whatever. But the advice here is to take a sheet of paper and in 7 minutes write down, not on a computer, okay? But write down all the things that they would want or be able to do if money, time, or obstacles were not a thing. If there was no limits, what could these Cancers do? Do this exercise every day for 1 week. And then at the end of each entry, write a number between 1 and 10. 10 being you definitely could make this happen within 6 months, or 1 being there is no chance you could achieve this goal in the next 6 months. Pick the entries that are marked 7 or above and help these Cancers to focus their energy on them. Soon, the how will present itself like magic, and they will have a huge opportunity transformed in front of them. So the Cancer babies just need some faith. They need people to believe in them, okay? Anything they want to achieve is possible, and it's not up to us on our little reality-based, platform to tell them what's possible, because there's been some great people in this world that have done a lot of impossible things, okay? So Cancers have been hurt by naysayers and doubters. And I just, for all the adults out there that this is your inner child, you may have been doubted by your loved ones or your mother or someone, but there is someone that has faith in you. And it is a very spiritual spirit guide or ancestor or family member on the other side. And these beautiful spirits, or very beautiful spirit, wants to help you achieve your goals, and they have messages. And they're going to give these Cancers clues and ideas and opportunities. Like magic, there's someone keeping a close eye on them, like a little guardian angel, really wanting their dreams to come true. But someone needs to believe a little bit more in faith, faith in miracles, and faith in God. Okay? We're going to read number 21. Whew. Okay, so illness and pain in your body is a message for you to slow down. Look within and make important changes. If you are experiencing stress or feel overwhelmed or are suffering ailments in your body, or you feel exhausted or depressed, it means that your body is trying to communicate with you. Your body wants you to start treating it more lovingly. See, we talked about affection. There you go, more loving affection, okay? You need to become more conscious in the areas of your life that you are avoiding or suppressing. Healing takes time, it's a process. Your first step towards healing is to create safe, loving, supportive environment where you can listen to your inner wisdom. And there may be something going on with the Cancerian child's ears, because all of a sudden I had these tickles in my ears. And it just doesn't feel right. Like maybe there's water in the ear, or there's an earache or sinus situation or something to do with that. But there's some ear situation going on also for Cancer children. And it's their hearing. And maybe it's a metaphor. Maybe they're not hearing these messages from Spirit. Take it literally, take it figuratively, however you want to take it. But you know, listening, hearing, and communication is really big right now for the Cancer, and healing the heart, okay? So anyways, take a few deep breaths, relax your body, place your hands on the area of the body you feel pain. Ask your body, is there a message you want to give me? This message may come to you as thoughts, pictures, words, insights, feelings, or memories. Take that message from your body so you can focus on that specific work that needs to be healed. Say out loud, I call on my divine healing intelligence to help me release all pain and blockages and density from this area. Watch and feel as dense energy leaves your body. And then say, I call on my divine healing intelligence to infuse this area with a green ray of light, and I ask that all immune mechanisms of my body be activated, and my body now return to a state of perfect balance and health. Imagine that green light moving through your body and repairing it, gently bringing awareness back to normal, and open your eyes. So this will be healed. These broken hearts will be healed. But for the Cancers, they have to tell their spiritual body and their higher intelligence, their higher selves, show me and speak to me what is wrong with me physically, what's going on with my emotions and my heart, my emotional, spiritual body. Where am I wounded? You know, and then you tell your body, talk to me. Body, heal me. Tell me what area needs to be worked on. Give me a message. And whatever comes to your mind, relate that to the area of the body. Most likely it's going to be your heart. And then tell your body, I see this, I acknowledge it, and I want to heal it. And I now ask that I am restored to full health. And I am no longer wounded. You know? I just want to say, at the end of the message there with Tom Cruise and Cuba Gooding Jr., when he finally was able to be all heart, he's like, I'm all heart, motherfucker. You know, he was telling him off. They were sitting there in the movie, and he was like, what? You're saying I'm no heart? I'm all heart. I'm all heart on the field. But he knew deep down he wasn't. But when he returned to center and he got into his heart, he got his heart back into the game. He got the biggest contract, and he was the #1 NFL draft pick in the movie. He went from being a nobody to a major star, a major important NFL player, and the talk of the season, and the #1 pick. So he got the best contract. And all it took was some shaken up by a cancer. Because Tom Cruise was acting like a cancer. And there was healing and recovery, and that person was back in the game and number one. So I can tell you, Cancers, that when this is dealt with, you will be number one and back on top of the game again. There's just a transformation that needs to happen for all Cancerian children out there, that whoever put doubt in you, whoever put negativity towards you, even if it was your higher self, Silencio Bruno, transform your energy and get back to number one. Okay? So you guys are going to take action on your dreams, regardless of what this, naysayer wants to say about you. Number one, message for you today was what? Get back into being grounded. Get back into nature. Okay? Meditate, heal yourself. You know what to do. We're going to get a lasting message for the child Cancer, and then the parent of the Cancerian. All right. Whoops. Oh, gosh. Okay, that did not work. And if something doesn't work, try again. Also, I'm smelling cherries, like almond lotion. Have you guys ever smelled like almonds? It smells like cherries to me. I don't know. But I'm smelling like almonds and cherries, like an almond lotion or an almond conditioner. It smells really good. I don't know if you guys have ever smelt that sweet almond smell from lotion or conditioner, but oh, that's one of my favorite smells. Also, almond candles. If you guys have ever smelt those kind of almond candles, oh my gosh. Smells heavenly. That's what I'm smelling. Okay. Give me a message for the Cancer parent and the Cancer child. Show me the Cancer parent and the Cancer child. Okay, well, this one wants to come out. Okay. Cancer child, your message is on here. And this is about self-forgiveness, okay? Love your ego edition. So Cancer children, this is a message from the narcissist, and it's a message about esteem. So self-esteem for yourself. And it says, Cancers, forgive yourselves for thinking that the more you give people, the more will be the more you give to human beings, the more you give to family and people, the more is going to be expected of you, okay? You think more is going to be expected of you if you give yourself, that you owe them. I owe them some part of me. Forgive yourself for thinking that, okay? Stop overgiving. Remember, this is about boundaries. Choose to believe that when you let yourself give, only when you're in alignment with the joy of giving, not feeling forced, you experience a deeper connection that allows you to access more joy and fulfillment. And this actually makes sense with the Gemini message I shared on my community channel today. It triggered a few people, but it was not a message about sharing. It was a message about why you should feel forced to share. And I posted it. It was a picture I found on Facebook, and a mother wrote it, and she's like, I no longer feel like I have to force my child to share. Now, there is a difference when there is a cousin or a brother or a sister or a baby around a little child that doesn't understand, or, there's a difference. But when your children get to be a certain age, 7, 8, 9, whatever, even 5 or 6, there gets to be a certain age that they want to take care of their things. And this is a message to those children, Cancers, right? You always get told share, 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 share. And we all know sharing is very good. But the particular specifics of the story that I shared was about a little boy that brought 3 toys to the park. He didn't go there with friends, brothers, or sisters. He went there with his mom by himself to play in the sandbox with 3 special toys. I think one was like a transformer and like a little truck and another action figure guy or something. I don't know, something like that. But anyways, he shows up to play with these particular toys that he always plays with. And 6, not one other boy, not one little friend, not even 2 little friends, but about 6 older boys, not younger, older, came over and started reaching and grabbing for his toys without permission. They didn't ask. And then, as they were reaching, they finally asked because the boy was looking at his mother and like, help me, what do I do? And she looked at her son and said, you don't have to share if you don't want to. And the boys reached for the toys and said, can you share? Can I have a toy? Barely asking the kid. They were entitled. They thought they could just grab the kid's stuff. And then when he said no, they looked to the mother to tattletale on him. And they ran over and said, he's not sharing. She said, well, this isn't school. This is a park. I don't know where their parents are. But this is, he doesn't have to share. He only has 3 toys. And there's 7 of you. There's special toys to him. And what if you break one of them? Then I'm going to have to go to the store and buy him a new one. And what if he feels like that toy's not replaceable? And she made a point. She's like, sometimes you don't have to share. You should not have to share. You should not have to give yourself away because somebody asks. Just because somebody asks you to give them something because they feel entitled does not mean you have to do it, because if you don't do it, you're not a loving Cancer. See, that's how Cancers feel. They have a pressure. If somebody asks me for something, I have to give it to them. Otherwise, I'm not a good person. I'm not a loving person. I'm not a good person. That's how Cancers feel. So they give all the time to be that good person, to be a loving, nurturing person, because that's really who they are. But the message I shared today was, the second part of that mom's message about not feeling like you have to share your toys, especially when there's so many older kids, reminded me of Matthew. We were at the pool and we were in the baby pool and I bought him a Dollar Tree, water squirter gun. And I just bought it for him that day and he didn't even really use it. We just went into the pool. I set it down in the water and he grabbed it. He didn't even fill it up with water once yet. Didn't even have a chance to shoot it off for himself. And all of a sudden there's 4 older boys. Maddie's 5. These kids were like 9. What the fuck are they doing in the baby pool? They were too big to be in there, but whatever. These bigger kids were in the baby pool. And they were like not even asking. They were literally grabbing my son's gun. And it was like him and his brother and another boy just grabbed it. I'm like, yeah, they're like squirting it. And I ran over there and Matthew's crying. And I say, excuse me, no. Give my son his gun back. And they said, but it was here. I said, no. You don't grab other people's toys like that. And they said, well, can we use it? Can we play with it? Can you share? And I said, no. No, there's more of you than him. This is his toy. I just bought it for him to play in the pool, and he's going to play in the pool with it. I'm sorry, but no. Maybe when he's used it for a little while, maybe then he'll share with you. But he doesn't have to share with you right now. He just got in the pool, and he hasn't even used it once. That's not nice. Their parents weren't correcting them, so I had to. And they, huffy-puffy, moved away. And I don't care. But that's what this is. You should not feel like it says here, for thinking that the more you give, the more will be expected of you. You shouldn't feel that if you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. You should not have to feel like that, Cancer, but that's how Cancer feels. I have to give them whatever it is they want. Whether it's your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your lovers, your friends, your coworkers, your boss. There's so much pressure to give to these Queens of Swords that are not nice, that are not sensitive, that are not caring, that are not understanding. And the story, anyways, on my post of the woman that posted that energy about telling her son, you don't have to share. She wrote a really, intelligent message at the bottom. And she said, we as adults, grown-ups, do we go to the park or a gym and have a sandwich and pull out our iPhone or, our tablet or get a book? And do we have other adults coming over and saying, hey, give me your sandwich. Hey, can you share some of your sandwich? Can I use your phone? Can I have your book? I want to read your book. Wouldn't that be so rude? Could you imagine going to a park to eat your lunch and read a book and these adults come bullying you to take your sandwich, take your book, and disrupt your peace? We as adults would not tolerate that. We as adults would not tolerate anyone coming into our space, let alone grabbing our stuff. It's not that we feel entitled to share. If we see someone in need, if we're sitting there eating our lunch and there's a homeless person across the way sitting there in the hot sun starving, we will probably share our sandwich. But it's going to be on us, right? And so for the sign of Cancers here, it's about choosing when to say yes and choosing when to say no. And you don't have to say yes. And you certainly don't have to say yes to bullies. Because I can guarantee you, and the Dollar Tree makes really shitty fucking toys, they would have broke that squirt gun in 1 second had they had their hands on it. Because it was cheap. Danny breaks those toys really easily, and I know they break because I've had him break before. And Matthew's really little, so he's not going to break it. But those older boys would have broke it. I know it, because they always do. So you have to know when to pick your battles. You have to know when you want to share with someone and when you don't. And it's okay to do that. It's okay to be, unapologetic about saying no. It's okay to say no. And I think that's a good lesson we should teach our kids. It's okay to say no. There's other lessons. Making your kids say hi to everyone. There's a lot of HSP children, highly sensitive people, and Cancers are some of them. There's a lot of people that are not open and friendly. They're not Geminis. They're not social butterflies. They're not Leos. They're not Aries people. They're not Libras. Okay, there's some people that are reserved and shy. There's a lot of children like that, and to force them to come out of their shell and be who they're not is rude. People should be able to come out of their own shell as they feel comfortable. And there's a lot of parents that will agree with that, and there's, other shows on that. But, introverts, yeah. I'm not an introvert, and thank God I don't have any kids that are. But forcing, I have a niece that is a major introvert. She can't even stand saying hi to us. And I've learned to not force her. And she'll come around when she's ready. And that's how some people are. We need to be able to be accepting of that and accepting of these children. Forcing them to do things they're not wanting to do is not okay. Now, there's circumstances. You have to tell your kids, look, you don't have to share with strangers or bullies at the park. But if you're playing alone and there's another boy that doesn't have any toys, and you've been playing and maybe you want to make a friend, maybe sharing your toy would help you make a friend. There's a circumstance. Not 6 bullies, but 1 kid, your own age. Share. Or maybe they have a younger sibling or a younger cousin. You need to share your food with your family. Your babies, your children, your sisters, your siblings. You need to share your food with your immediate circle. But you're not entitled to share with everybody. But you should. I've always taught my kids to share. Even when we're at the park and I have lots of snacks and kids come over, let's share. And my kids are always like, do you want some? Matthew is always the first one to offer everybody snacks at the park. I have a snack. Do you want one? He loves sharing snacks. So there are appropriate things to share, and there's appropriate things that you don't share. If you have a special toy or something important to you, you shouldn't be forced. You should not be forced. Some things are special. Some things mean a lot. And cancers, if you have cancer children, a lot of their property is important to them. Cancers, they emotionally attach to a teddy bear or a doll or a hat or a game or whatever, okay? They emotionally attach to things. They can be collectors because they really attach. And so they form a relationship with stuff. And, you know, it's important for you to acknowledge that about your cancer children. It's important for you to acknowledge that. And they also form tight friendships and tight family groups. And when you disrupt the family group for a cancer child, that can result in this. A lot of brokenness because they don't like that disruption in the family unit, okay? So anyways, I don't know, that's the message I had there for the cancer children. Now, what about the people that are parents to the cancers? People that are the caregivers. This is the message from the caregiver, and it's about purpose. So a message from the caregiver. And the message is, forgive yourself, parents of these cancer children, for feeling as though you should not have experiences that only you seem to benefit from. In other words, because this fucking person who wrote this deck doesn't say shit super obviously, because they want to be smarty pants and use big words so they can just like say I'm so smart. And then everyone else is like, okay, I get it, but now I have to think about it for 5 minutes. Yeah, fuck you, authors. Anyways, what this person really means is it's okay to have experiences being a parent that only you enjoy. It's okay to go out to eat at a restaurant that only you like, okay? It's okay to go for sushi and your kid wants a cheeseburger. It's okay for you to want to go see a movie that you like and your kid doesn't. It's okay for you to want something for yourself that only you like, because I think as the caregiver of these Cancerian people have guilt, because all they want to do is please and give to this cancer child to make them happy, and they get riddled with guilt if they do something that they only as a parent benefits from. Like maybe a parent will let their child go to their parents' house for the night so they can have girl time or guy time, or you know, they put them to bed early so they can have a little peace or whatever, and there's guilt. This is telling you, to the parents of these cancers, don't feel guilty. You need alone time. You deserve that. Don't feel guilty about that. Instead, you guys need to choose to believe that when you give yourself permission to by yourself explore your heart and your wants, you're able to go back to your loved ones and back to your cancer babies with renewed passion. I said it better than the card, otherwise you wouldn't have understood it that well. So, excuse me, I did change the words. But that's what it means. That's what it means. It's okay, parents, to give yourself you time so you can get back to the kids and be the awesome parent that you want to be. Stop with your guilt, okay? And there's one thing parents of cancer children need to hear. Your babies are really needy. Your babies are clingy. Cancers are clingy as fuck. Until they're about the age of 9, cancers are like, don't leave me. Where are you going? To the bathroom? No, I want to go with you. Are you taking a bath? I want to take a bath with you. Are you going to bed? I want to go to bed with you. Are you watching a show? Well, I want to watch it with you. Are you going to the kitchen? I need to come with you, Mom. I can tell you, I know, because I was probably that way. As a cancer tropical baby myself in the past, I wanted to sleep with my mom until I was about like 10. And I had my own bed, but many nights I wanted to come to bed with my mom. And I would go to bed, but then I would end up in her bed at some point during the night. I was an only child for a while, so hey, no tea, no shade, no lemonade, okay? I did sleep with my mama a lot, okay? And my dad, for that matter. Snuggled with my dad and wanted to be in bed with him as well when I would be over there at his house on weekends. So yeah, cuddly Cancer baby right here. I was very close to my mom growing up. I wanted to be everywhere she was. I took baths with my mom, even growing up, you know, as a young girl. She did my hair, you know, we always hung out. She would swing on the swings with me. Very clingy baby, very clingy kid. But that's how Cancers are, you know. Even my youngest kid's father, he has a daughter that is a Leo in tropical, but a Cancer in Vedic, and she is very clingy, and she loves her dad, and she just wants to be up his butt. She wants to be with him at work. She wants to be at home with him. She wants to go where he goes. She wants to, you know, just if she could be with him at work, she would choose that. She just wants to be around her dad. She wants to, you know, sleep with her dad, hang out with her dad, you know, same as I was. And just very close and very clingy. And, you know, very involved in her parents' emotions, which reminds me a lot about me. I was very involved in my parents' emotions, and I knew when they were hurting, and I knew when they were stressing, and I knew when things were going on. I was not an unaware child. I was very aware of my environment, and that's a Cancer baby. They are fully aware of the environment and the people in their family. They know what's going on in their emotions and thoughts. Cancers are pretty psychic, and Cancer children are pretty psychic. So they're very aware of the situations, and they know a lot more than you think they know. So, you know, forgive yourself, parents, for getting a little time away, feeling like you're a little selfish because you had to do that, but you got to do what you got to do. And just know that you'll have a very good relationship with your Cancers if you're good to them. The Cancers that don't have good parents, I feel sorry for them because they really suffer with depression and self-worth issues. That's just a fact. Cancers need the nourishment of the parents, especially the mother. And when a Cancer suffers from that, they will suffer with depression and self-worth issues. And they will go into relationships and be spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically abused in some cases. So that's important. Cancers need that. They need the nourishment of the mother. So for the Cancers that have good mothers, I had a very good mother. I'm very fortunate. I had a lot of love and nourishment from my mom. You know, and the Cancer kids I've known have too. But, you know, Cancers are shy. They're not always super talkative. They're not like, you know, chatty little Cathys. When I was little, and I'm a Gemini, I'm super talkative now, today. But I was not a very outgoing person. I would say until about 15. About 15 years old. Yep. 14 maybe at the earliest. But I did not say hi to people. My parents would say to me, Stephanie, say hi. And I would just look at people like, I'm not saying hi. I don't want to talk. I don't want to open my mouth. I don't want to say hi. I felt very shy. My mom would get mad at me and say, be respectful, have manners, and say hello. And I would much rather wave than say hi. I just didn't want to voice myself in front of people. I don't know why. But Cancers are shy because they're the little hermit crabs in the shell, you know? So they have their little shell. They come out when they're comfortable, but then they go back in. You know, little hermit crabs are a freaking annoying pet because they'll be crawling all along the base of the freaking cage, and the minute you stick your hand in there to hold the hermit crab, they go back in their shell. And you're like, oh, I just want to play with you. But Cancers are like that. They come out when they're comfortable, okay? But your Cancers will most likely open up and be super talkative when they're older. You know, it just takes some time. So anyways, that's it. I'd never intended to do a 89-minute reading on the sign of Cancer. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I didn't want to say that. Well, there you have it. I made it up to you, Cancers. You guys got more than your money's worth on that reading for the Cancer children. It was like literally a whole reading. That's it, guys. I love you. Thank you for watching my channel. This was the makeup video for Cancer children. And, you know, I think since I'm already here, I'll come back on in a minute and do a quickie. I'll just do a quickie reading for the collective, for a DMDF current energy. If you guys want to stick around and tune in for that reading, I'll see you on the other side, okay? Stay strong, Cancers, and those little Cancer babies and the parents of Cancer children. Healing will happen. Just give them lots of motivation and support. That's really what they need right now. I love you guys. See you tomorrow. Remember, it's not about the journey. God, I said it wrong. Mercury retrograde. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. So just keep swimming, guys. Love you.